guys? It's your boy Ruben Feliz, the host of Fashion Jungle, and I'm here with a long life friend of mine, Mr. Spaceout himself. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself real quick.
Damn, that was really good. Jeez. What's good, guys? The name is Pablo, Playmaker P. This is a long life slam friend of mine. Love this guy to death. Yo, let's get it on, like Donkey Kong. When it's wrong.
We can start off. What is the name of your brand?
Okay, cool. The name of the brand is Spaceout Nation. Been doing it for about 8 years. Wow, this is humble beginnings, getting the machine and all that cool shit, But yeah, Spaceout Nation.
All right, cool. I'll let you keep the mic. So I was gonna say, so about 8 years. So what made you really start Space Out? Like, what was the idea that kind of like where you decided where like, okay, I actually want to start making clothes?
Um, wow, this was back in high school. I had a teacher ask me what I wanted to do for the next 10 years of my life, and I really didn't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So when I was in school, I really, really, really thought hard about it. And it just hit me like 2 weeks later after that. I looked down. I would always dress up to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You had
Like,
the kicks. You had the kicks in high
yeah, I
school.
used to always buy new kicks. I used to always just look fly.
Yeah.
So I looked down at myself and I'm just like, yo, why can't I do this myself?
Yeah.
You
Making
know?
clothes. Yeah.
So that's when I started experiencing with clothes and all that, and boom, Space Out Nation was born.
Okay. Cool. Now, was it always Space Out in the beginning, or did you have like trials and tribulations where you thought like like did you
Uh,
try a different name before, or was it just Space Out since day one?
nah, what wow. So at first, it took me a little while to get the
Yeah.
name. I was going with Stargaze. I was thinking with a lot of things.
Yeah.
But then it really just came down to the fact that when I was in school, I was always in La La Land. Like
Yeah.
I would always daydream,
Mhm.
and I still do that till this very day, where I just like zone out,
Yeah.
space out, no pun intended,
Yeah.
and and yeah, so I was always in La La Land, and that's how the name came out, Space Out,
Space Out.
and
Okay. Cool.
so it's a little daydream
Okay.
for everybody.
Now,
Oh.
so Space Out, right? You're the creator of Space Out, and like with Space Out, at first, did you think about like you said you wanted like they asked you about okay, I can't even talk right
They asked me
now.
what.
Okay, so you said during a few seconds back that someone asked you what do you see yourself doing in 10 years? Did you imagine yourself now 8 years later actually still doing this?
Wow. Um, I imagine myself when I was that age. I imagine myself having the world
Yeah.
right there and then. Like there was no question. It was, but then as I started getting older, I started I started knowing more about this brand and started knowing more about how like the world works. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just like it's not like rainbows and freaking pot of
Unicorns.
golds and unicorns.
Unicorns.
It's the real world. Like you really gotta work for what you want to
Yeah.
get. You know, and ever since like I realized that, I really just been pushing myself,
Pushing. Yeah.
and I don't quit.
Yeah.
I don't give up. You gotta stay consistent with what you really want.
And have you consistently been pushing out Space Out, or like did you take like I know some people go through sometimes where they're just like not that they give up, but they kind of take a rest as far as like their creative
Of
mind,
course,
creative blocks and
of
stuff like that.
course.
And
It's
like
just I don't call it creative like blocks or anything. It's just it's just when you try to balance out what the real world gives out to you,
yeah,
and like problems that happens around your atmosphere,
mhm,
you really just get lost in that, you
yeah,
know? So I really get lost in what goes around me, but I always find myself coming back, you know?
okay, cool, cool.
You know, it's just that easy.
Now, I don't know if you can answer this now, or like maybe it's too personal for you, but like for our viewers, since you've been doing this for 8 years, I feel like that's a very long time. Do you mind kind of like breaking down like the trials and tribulations that you've experienced, like the things you have to overcome, like just like just support, like family, everything. Like you want to just give them a little like background of like how your journey's been to like where you are here with your own equipment. Like I don't think a lot of people in Lynn have this who do clothes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're very well invested in yourself, and like what took you to like what did you have to do to get to where you're at right now?
Uh, I really just started believing in myself.
Yeah,
Like, there's gonna be people that tell you you're wrong. There's gonna be people that tell you that you can't do it.
yeah,
And I want to tell everybody out there, you can fucking do anything you want. Like
hmm
for real, bro. Like I'm not there yet. I'm really.
yeah.
This is
This is
just the
just
beginning.
beginning. Yeah,
This is planted here,
yeah,
like in ground zero.
yeah,
And I'm still doing it. I still got like people that believe in me,
yeah,
and I wanna thank those people just because there was moments where like I didn't even believe in myself. They really just pulled me out of that place and said like, look it, don't look over there, look over here. Like look at
Just
what you got, bro.
yeah.
You know, and that's really what it came down to.
That's
It was
dope.
just
That's
like,
dope. Now, again, like I feel like for 8 years, I feel like you've had enough experience where you probably networked a lot, or like you gave your clothes to certain people, famous people, or something like that. Do you have any famous people who you like put on a Space Out T-shirt and put like stuff like that?
in the beginning, it started off with wow, David Corey.
Yeah,
Um, then he's not really famous here, I think,
yeah,
but
but
he
he's
he's
big
he's doing his thing.
international. Yeah,
He's definitely
internationally, yeah,
doing
he's
his thing.
definitely very big. Yeah,
Um, I got Celtics players Terry Rozier,
that's dope. Yeah.
um, Dion Lewis
Okay,
from the
yeah,
Patriots.
that's dope.
There's Mikey Rocks.
Okay, that's dope too.
Yeah,
So
I
you pretty much it's kind of out there now. Like not really like kind of out there, but like you got people. You're on the radar pretty
mhm.
much, which is a dope thing. And I feel like kudos to you on that, because I feel like a lot of people
Thank you,
don't
brother.
get that chance to really have people like Teddy Rozier wearing their stuff
Honestly, I just believe I was at the right place
at
at
the
the
right
right
time.
time. It
Yeah,
wasn't it wasn't anything where I bumped into him or I got to get his number. It was just like it just happened,
yeah,
and
organically.
and yeah, and it,
Yeah,
it was definitely a blessing.
yeah. Now what type of brand would you consider Space Out to be? Is it like a lifestyle brand, an urban brand, is something like for the skaters? Like what type of brand would you consider Space Out to be?
Honestly, when I think of Space Out Nation, I think of unlimited imagination.
Hmm
It's just like it's more than a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
And I want people to grasp that it's gonna be more than just clothing. I want it everywhere, like on dinner plates or like a
yeah.
motorcycle, a vehicle, or just like
You're envisioning
everywhere.
something big, like
Yeah,
bigger than
yeah,
life, pretty much.
exactly. Like it can be freaking toys. It can be, it's just a lifestyle.
Yeah. So
I don't wanna put it in the box. It doesn't deserve to be in the
yeah.
box.
So you kind. So I said. So you're trying to kind of push it like kind of like I would say like kind of like Cause does, kind of like not saying like you're copying Cause, but like Cause is kind of like you'll see it on toys.
Honestly, like with cause, when I was doing this for 3 years,
Hmm
somebody said like, "Yo, it reminds me of Cause," and
Yeah.
I started doing my research, and yo, he's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Cause.
their work is fire.
They be teaming up with Uniqlo all the time. That's where I got all my
So,
shirts from.
really?
Yeah, all my like Sesame Street shirts,
Oh,
like Snoopy
I
shirts.
peep I peeped
Yeah,
that like down
they do a lot of collaborations. Yeah,
that's fire, bro. But shit, if I'm being compared to an artist,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind being compared to an artist like that. Like he does amazing things,
Dope,
and I
dope.
respect it.
Now, do you get your inspiration from somewhere else, or is this like I mean, I've been knowing you a long time now. I know you're a creative person and your imagination runs very crazy. But like, you say you get your inspiration as far as like this is gonna be the next thing on my shirt or this is gonna be the next thing with my brand?
Um, honestly, can you repeat that? I spaced out for a second, so I really just zoned out for a second.
All
Like,
right, so the question again would be, where did you get your like where do you initially get your inspiration from as far as creating like
hmm.
different types of logos on the for your t-shirts or hats or like whatever the case
Honestly,
may be.
like I try not to think about it too much
Okay, it's kind of
because if I think about it too much, nothing's gonna come out of my freaking brain.
so you
Nothing's
kind
gonna
of just let
spill.
it flow naturally.
Yeah, like I just try to spend time with my family, my friends, the people close to me, go to the
Yeah.
gym, do something that I enjoy in life,
Mhm.
or try something new. Like, yo, I want to go skydiving,
Yeah.
I always think of stuff like that. Like, I want to do something new, like new
Yeah.
experiences. I don't want to live through the same clock every day,
Yeah.
you
So
know?
you kind of just want to sit there on a pen and paper and just be like, you kind of just let it from your experiences. That's where your ideas come from. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Through my experiences. That's perfectly said.
Okay, now not in we could put space out on a little back burner real quick. Like we could talk about today's street fashion. Like what would you say some of your favorite street brands or like street shoes or whatever the case may be?
Honestly, shoe. I just got these kicks not too long ago. Clear Weather brands.
But never heard of them too. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
first for me.
I it just popped up through an Instagram ad, and I looked at it, and they're based off California.
Really. Yo,
And
you mind taking your shoe off real quick and showing the
oh,
camera?
of course, of course. Can you actually?
I got you. I got you. We could do a little copper flop segment right now, real quick.
Hey,
All right.
these shits are
Yeah,
fire,
this shit
bro.
on fire. I don't know if you can get a little. Is it close enough? All right. So these. What are these called right here?
I'm looking at it right now. It's Clear Weather brand. Yeah, I was right.
Clear weather brands, y'all. Let me know, man. Is it a cop or flop? But yeah. My man. Keep going, keep going.
I really like their brand because. Hold on.
Yeah.
I really like their brand because it was something different, Like
Yeah.
I like that different feel. I like challenging myself into like, yo, I can probably pull this off. Let me try
Yeah.
to do something.
You like the challenge.
Yeah, I like to challenge that, Like I don't that's why I miss the 90s, man. Everybody was wearing hammer pants, but there was something different
Yeah.
about the hammer pants. It wasn't always the same.
Style. Same
Yeah,
color.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look about style now. It's just like how you feel. If you feel good in what you're wearing, then that's fashion to me.
100%. That's
You
how
know,
I literally live by that same way. So.
you just feel good. You dress good. You feel good, man.
Do you feel like I mentioned you like I heard you say that like back in the '90s the hammer pants everybody it was the same pants but different style. Do you feel like nowadays like everyone's wearing the same thing now, or like do you feel like
It's definitely evolving now. Is
Yeah.
now more than ever. I would if you asked me this question a few years back, it would I would have said yes. Like
Yeah.
everybody is
Wearing the same thing?
rocking the same thing. But now I see it evolving where everybody is just doing something different. And I fucking love that, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa, what are you wearing? This and I see somebody different every day. I'm just like, I spark a conversation like that, like, yo, that's dope. Like,
Yeah.
where'd you get that?
You
And
got
shit
it.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I usually do the same thing.
Mhm.
And as far as like we talked about shoes. As far as like, do you wear other people's stuff? Like I usually, I buy Supreme. I try to get Bape shirts if I can. Or I try to, I try to go thrift shopping a lot and see what I can
Same
find.
here,
'Cause
bro.
you could find some vintage stuff. I feel like you're more of a vintage person though, but like, let me not assume like, can you tell viewers like usually what your style is as far as like when it comes to like,
It honestly depends how I feel that day.
okay,
Sometimes I feel like wearing vintage shit just because I feel like wearing stuff from the street. But
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like fancy, like I want to be fancy, so I rock like a collar shirt. I rock something fancy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just like dress pants and stuff like that. It all depends on the day.
okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
honestly.
And now, just to change tracks real quick, like you are we can say we're Lynn natives, correct?
Definitely.
So how do you feel about I feel like Space Out personally. I feel like Space Out was one of like the first brands to really kind of like, at least in our generation, to kind of spark like that fire in the youth or people to do their start like their own clothes. How do you feel about other brands in the city?
Yo, honestly, if you guys are bringing out something new, something tasteful,
Yeah,
then I'm for it, bro. I feel like we need more creatives to get together in the city,
yeah, 100%.
and
I could have backed that up too.
and we all just need to start working together, and start
Yeah,
pushing together, like, start climbing together, man. It's all one love, and it's all the same obstacle. Like, let's start uplifting the
each
youth.
other. Yeah,
Let's make a community, bro. Like,
100%,
if you
man.
think about it, in Boston, there's like 5 community centers. You know
Hmm.
how many community centers there is in Lynn, bro?
Probably none.
There's none.
Yeah,
You know how crazy that is?
yeah,
That's fucking crazy to me, bro.
yeah. And that's something we could talk about off camera for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
But and just to kind of like wrap it up real quick, like I have a few more questions. Like, where do you see Space Out going like 5 years from now?
5 years from
If
now,
you can, I know some things are secrets, but like if you
nah,
can,
nah.
tell us a
I
little.
try with business. I try to show everybody that like
Yeah.
it's just like you can do it too. So I try to show everybody my own experiences and
Mhm.
my own. There's all right. I'm done with that. But
Yeah.
5 years from now, I see myself with my own headquarters. Like, I really want my own headquarters. I want my own shop. I
Yeah.
want my own shop. Like, I want people to walk into my shop and feel like they're walking into my closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, like,
Kind of give them like a piece of like your
yeah.
mind.
I got a dope idea for my shop too, but we can definitely talk about that off camera
Yeah, for
too,
sure. Cool, cool. And as far as like, I know we talked a lot about your clothes, but I didn't really touch on your machinery. You mind just giving us a walkthrough on like what it could do, as far as production wise and all that stuff. You don't have to really print nothing right now, but
Yeah, I mean, I told Shaddai this
yeah,
like before we started this,
yeah,
that what you do is, for the most important key to all this is maintenance.
mhm,
You have to clean the shit out of it before you start, you know? And so the first thing you want to do, you want to pre-treat.
yeah,
If it's not a bright color, the
okay,
pre-treat will make the design pop out and makes it look nice and
okay,
stuff like that. Then what you want to do is use the heat press,
yeah.
and then you bring it to this
This bad
baby
boy
right
here.
here, yeah.
This
And
is,
then
I'm assuming this is expensive as hell.
yes, very. Yeah, this is probably like ruining the quality of the sound right now, but this is where you put
The shirt on.
the shirts and the fabric or whatever you want. It doesn't necessarily. You can do hats. You can do um, shoes. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, you can do jeans. You can do
Oh
jean
wow.
jackets. You can do
You can,
wood on this
yeah,
if you
you
want
can
it.
do it all.
Yeah, you can do a lot.
Wow, that's dope. Man, listen, so I would say, real quick, man, if y'all aspiring, you see? Aspiring brand designers, whatever it is, man, this is your man right here to get your stuff done, man. I'm believing you did that shirt here, right?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Listen, man, I'm telling y'all, Mr. Mr. Space Out himself, man, with the machinery. And I want to just say thank you for giving us your time today, man, and letting us interview you, man.
Thank you for this interview, man. This was an amazing experience. I encourage everybody to get out and go out and do something, man. Just like,
Yeah, some words of
and
encouragement.
this is dope.
And just to close out, you want to give me your IG handles, Twitter handles, whatever handles you got,
Um,
email, all that.
yeah, so my IG is Spaceout Nation, and that's what.
Come on, we can cut all that.
Yeah.
Try
All
again.
right. So the IG is Spaceout Nation. The email is also Spaceout Nation, and I hope to see y'all soon.